Welcome to the learning module, Who's at the House Podium? For those of you who have sat in the chamber, the balcony, or watched House floor sessions on television, you have probably wondered, who are those people at the podium and what are they doing? Knowing who the podium players are and what functions they perform will help you become a legislative insider.
Good morning. The House will be in order.
Let's start with the big guy with the gavel. That's easy. He's the Speaker of the House and presiding officer. He is very busy during the session referring bills, refereeing debate, and basically making sure everyone behaves and the session runs smoothly. Sitting next to the Speaker is his assistant.
Today I have a passage of Scripture from Proverbs chapter 7, verses 1 through 3.
Temporary player at the podium is the House chaplain. He comes every morning and gives a quick prayer, and then he leaves.
I pledge allegiance to
The next player at the podium is a House page who steps up to the microphone and starts the Pledge of Allegiance. January 13th, 2016. Mr. Speaker, will your Committee on Judiciary Rules and Administration report that we have read and approved the House Journal of the second legislative day? Standing directly in front of the Speaker is the Chief Clerk of the House. She is the Chief Administrative Officer of the House, and her job is to ensure that every piece of legislation flows through the House according to the Constitution, statutes, House and Joint Rules, and parliamentary procedure. Before session, she creates the agenda for the session, and during session, she reads all of the correspondence from the Senate and Governor and the titles of all the bills being introduced. She also records every vote and transmits legislation to committees, the Senate, and the Governor as directed by the Speaker. On either side of the Chief Clerk is her staff. On her right, your left, is the Assistant Chief Clerk. She assists the Chief Clerk by transmitting legislation with the help of a House page and verifying and recording roll call votes. On the left of the Chief Clerk sits the Journal Clerk. The Journal Clerk is responsible for creating the Daily Journal, which is published at the end of each daily session and eventually becomes the official record of the House of Representatives. Unlike a court stenographer, the Journal Clerk does not record the proceedings verbatim. Other people you will see sitting behind the podium at desks on either side of the Speaker are members of the media. These people are allowed to sit in the House chamber because they are accredited members of Capitol Correspondence. Now that you can identify all of the podium players in the House, continue your legislative learning journey by viewing all of the learning modules in the Legislative Learning Lab.